With the announcement of a sequel to Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes likely on the horizon, speculation about what the next film in the franchise could be called has grown more and more, and I'm here to give my suggestions for what I think the title might be and why. If you like what I do here and want to show your support, be sure to hit the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you can stay up to date on all things apes. Enjoy the video. And welcome to Ape Nation, your number one source for all things Planet of the Apes on YouTube. My name is Josh, and today I'm giving my top 5 predictions for what will be the title of the next Planet of the Apes movie. Of course, being that none of us know exactly what the next movie will be about, guessing the name of the movie is a little silly and for the most part based in pure fan theory and speculation, but still I thought it might be something fun to do, and these are titles that I've come up with that are mostly based just on the direction of the story that took place in Kingdom, certain plot threads and characters that were introduced, and ultimately where the film seems to be leading story-wise for the next film. And while it probably goes without saying, just a heads up, if you have not seen Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, this video will contain spoilers for the ending of that movie, so you have been warned. With that all being said, let's get into my first possible title for the sequel to Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and that would be Revenge of the Planet of the Apes. This is a title that I thought of probably a few weeks ago, maybe shortly after I saw the movie, and my first thought when I came up with this title was, it's a bit cheesy, and it's probably the one on this list of movies that I probably think sounds the least good, but I do think when it comes to what it could mean for the story, it does fit pretty well. I think when you look at where the next movie is going and the idea of humans potentially starting their revenge, trying to take back the Earth, trying to take back what they think is theirs, and on top of that, it could also include a more personal revenge story on both the human and ape side. But I think that aspect of humans trying to take back their planet, which would be most likely in some sort of act of revenge, or at least they could introduce a villain character that would do it in an act of revenge. I think that would lend itself to the title of Revenge. So that is why I think Revenge of the Planet of the Apes is a possible title for the next movie. Next up, I have Exodus of the Planet of the Apes. This is probably one of my favorites on this list, and I think it would play into the idea that either the apes or the humans, or both, are taking part in some sort of mass departure from their home due to the human-ape conflict that's going to come from this movie. At least I think is going to come from this movie. I mean, that's kind of a theme throughout a lot of these titles, is it really derives from the human-ape conflict that's going to come from the ending of Kingdom when we saw the intelligent humans starting to make their big return. How it's going to play out, I don't know, but of course I think that it could lead to some sort of situation similar to what happened in Kingdom where a village is destroyed or a home is destroyed, but I think it might be on a much bigger scale, and maybe it could play in towards closer to like the end of the movie, where by the end the apes have to go out into a different part of the Earth because of some mass war that breaks out, or maybe the humans have to do that, or maybe both have to go out in their own parts of the world. But I think Exodus would be a fitting title in that regard, and that is why I put it on this list. Next up, we have Dominion of the Planet of the Apes. This is another one that I think would be really exciting and really interesting, and I think it could play into the idea that a human government and an ape government are both going to be fighting for control of the planet. I think when you look at how the ending of Kingdom was set up, it could introduce and potentially lead to an even wider array of humans that are around the world that are still alive and still intelligent, and there could be a situation where there's someone like the Colonel from War for the Planet of the Apes, but maybe even more organized, or maybe even less organized to a degree, which could be interesting as well. And maybe we could see an even more intelligent and more organized ape government and ape society, similar to what we had with Proximus and his kingdom in the last movie, but again on a much bigger scale. So I think having those two kinds of factions introduced, which seems like a direction they could be heading, would definitely lend itself to the title of Dominion of the Planet of the Apes, and ultimately who is going to come out on top. Of course, we know at the end who's going to come out on top, but at this particular time in the story, which ruling body is going to win. And so I think that is why Dominion of the Planet of the Apes would be a potentially fitting title. Next up on the list, I have Legacy of the Planet of the Apes. This is a title that's a bit of a departure, thematically anyway, from the whole human-ape conflict side of things, and focuses a little more on Noah and what his possible future would be. And this kind of ties back into my theory that I had going into Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which was that he would not be revealed to be a descendant of Caesar in that movie, but would be revealed revealed to be a descendant of Caesar, or maybe someone else in the following film. And I do think that that is where we're heading. Again, totally could be wrong, just like I was wrong on a couple of things going into Kingdom, but I just feel like that is something that is going to be revealed. And again, maybe Noah is a completely original character. I'd be totally fine with that. But I think a big reveal connecting him to the lineage of Caesar, creating more of a family legacy of this ongoing timeline, could be something that they might be driving towards. Now, it's never really been a thing in Planet of the Apes for that to be the case, but they could always change that, and they could always introduce that here by making Noah a descendant of Caesar and a descendant of Cornelius, and carrying on that family legacy and maybe becoming the one true ruler by the end of this trilogy or something like that. But that is why I think Legacy of the Planet of the Apes is a possible title for the next movie. And then finally, my one last prediction for the title for the next movie is Secrets of the Planet of the Apes. This is one I've actually seen a few times from a couple of different people, but it's one I thought of a while ago, and I think it would be a really fitting title because, and this again ties into some theories that have been out there for a while, but I think we could be moving closer to somewhat of an astronaut arrival, if not teasing of astronauts to come. I think the next movie also very much could involve, if not the next movie, then the movie after that, the reveal of a nuclear bomb or something else that is being worked on in secret by the intelligent humans who are revealed to be alive at the end of Kingdom, or potentially other humans that they come in contact with could be working on. So I think Secrets of the Planet of the Apes taps into that idea that there is something bigger going on in this world, something bigger that the humans are working on for the end game of bringing back their dominance to the planet. If not, they're going to wipe themselves out. And so that is why I think Secrets of the Planet of the Apes is a possible title for the next movie. So those were my 5 title predictions for what the title of the next movie in the Planet of the Apes franchise could be called. Again, these are all just pure speculation, pure fan theory based on where I think the next movie might be going, based on some of the stuff that we got in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. But I do think all of them, at least to some degree, hold a little bit of weight and could be possible. But I want to know what you think of my titles, and I also want to know any predictions you have for what the title could be. Do you think any of mine could be very possible and it could end up being revealed to be the real title? Do you think all of them are off base? Do you like some? Do you not like others? Let me know your thoughts, and again, let me know your predictions for the title of the next Planet of the Apes movie down below. Thank you so much for checking out today's video here on Ape Nation. If you liked this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you can stay up to date on all things apes. I'll catch you in the next one, so until then, goodbye.